Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Last time, we returned from the world unsundered to find that things, well, they just keep getting worse here back in the present. The Scions are spread thin, doing everything they can to help. And well, they tried to get everyone to evac through the Tower of Babel. I mean, Fortuno had a decent idea, but unfortunately, as you can see, the skies are ablaze here in Garlemald as well. This thing just keeps spreading. Lucia, we're gonna need some outside help.
No major injuries then. Good.
Yeah, we had a hell of a skirmish there.
I briefed the recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
Oh yeah, Julius is also back. Bonus.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives.
It still sucks losing people.
Though not all, I regret to say.
Yeah.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the Forum's envoy, Fortuno Leveilleur. And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
I'm pretty sure she's gotten the gist of it from the Scions, but alright. But when am I gonna get to sit down and explain what everything I went through?
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak.
All the people who are left in the shelter, I'm guessing.
Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
That's true. Plus, I'm pretty sure we can handle ourselves with her against a couple of Garleans.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
I don't think he was expecting such trust. Well, say something, man.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
Good enough, I suppose.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuno.
Oh?
You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
Where's this going?
Though if you intend to again ask that Charlian alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
I swear.
Come on. Fine.
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it.
That is true.
Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks. Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait.
Oh boy, have I got a lot to tell you guys.
Did you hear something just now?
No. But then again, canonically, I don't have cat ears, so. What? What's a Loperate doing here, and why does it look like it's dead? Pudding way? What in the fresh are you doing here, girl?
Where is this star's blasted pudding?
Right with the lightning strike, too. Oh dear. What are you all doing here?
Dawn may banish even the darkest night,
Hey, Roger.
and to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort.
Welcome back, buddy. I trust this means everything's going well up on the moon.
'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
Good lord, Roger.
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plans. It's rude, is what it is. At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed.
It's needed.
So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Etheris. Oriange made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still.
Yeah.
And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
Marvellous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Uriange's inferior works no more.
Oh my god, poor Pudding Way. Oh, please tell me we get that as an emote.
Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom? Ahem. As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal. We were born from Heidelin's love for the lives of this star, so naturally we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it?
True.
Aye, not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Oriange made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit. From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
Have you
Forgive me, but are they...
Have you never seen the Loperates before, Fortuno? I'm surprised. Well, I guess they never had any direct way to get to the moon.
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Hail, fellow, well met. You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last. I'm Livingway, Hydalin's right paw. That last bit is very important. As am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
Jesus.
I bid you welcome to our star, Livingway. On behalf of the Forum, I thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Sharlayan, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
Poor Pudding Way, he's still back
It was
there.
with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loperids made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable.
Mm-hmm.
'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
Good to have you back, or good to haveth you back. May thy disciples banish this darkest of nights. No, you be a little lighthearted here. It's good to have him back.
For a time, at least. Nevertheless, 'twas worth the journey to find present company well.
Not to mention, he's gonna get a hell of a treat after the tales of Elpis.
Will thou attend us at the Forum and lend thine own wisdom?
Mm-hmm. He's still going. We gotta get this rabbit some pudding.
If that's all quite settled, can we start moving before Urianger catches his death? Even I'm freezing out here.
No kidding.
Oh, I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you report the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
All right, you little rascals, all aboard. Wow, just warp me all the way here to Sharlayan and... Why are you a blue quest? Oh, you're the updated sightseeing log. Oh, okay, okay. I know, I'm skipping through dialogue, but it doesn't really matter that much. It's just, this is the newest thing. Yeah, the sightseeing log expanded. You have to do this for every expansion. Endwalker entries have been added to the sightseeing log. Yep, must be 80 or above. Use your wits in the note. It's nice. I just saw a blue marker and I was like, why is there a blue marker here in Sharlayan? I dare say Master Fortuneau is as nonplussed as we to learn the identity of Hydalin's lunar custodians. As he will soon discover, they have much and more to offer the Forum. Might I suggest we return to the Annex forthwith? We may yet have time to discuss their recent adventures. There we are summoned to the rostra. Oh yeah. That's a discussion I'm sure is going to be very interesting. Question is this one going to be voiced? Probably. As important as this one I imagine could be. Then again, just the way it's being shot and acted. No, it's probably not voiced. Not that I'm complaining, Oronje, but I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Nor I thee. In extolling the virtues of Aetherius, it did inadvertently awaken in the Loperids a desire to avert our beloved star's demise. Which is always good. Cryle tells us you have obtained new knowledge that may aid us in our ongoing efforts. I've news to share regarding our study of the Aetherial Sea, but your findings are certain to be of greater interest, and so I would rather hear them first. To what revelations did Hydalin's Elpis flower lead? Well, it led me to Elpis. And to Hydaelyn, and holy crap, I literally got to time travel. Like, more than usual. And that's how I broke the time-space continuum. Then this dynamis is what drives the final days. If it and Akasha are one and the same, this orbit proves Nidana's theory. Were an entity, through sheer force of emotion, to channel this vast dormant reservoir into a raging river, its power might surpass even that of ether. But if our star is so replete with ether, said entity would need to be outside its influence to effectively manipulate the dynamis of the Great Expanse. Meteion. Or rather, the sorrow and suffering of fallen civilizations that she has been hoarding for millennia. Untold anguish and fear and hatred drawn from every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose, the destruction of Aetherius. Then our foe is no longer some unknowable calamity. We have but one aim, to defeat Meteion. Oh, you make it sound so simple, but you're not wrong. Vanquish Meteion and we deliver the world from the final days. But to even attempt it, there are two conditions. First, we must determine her location. Before Meteion escaped, an enchantment was placed upon her by Venat, the woman who would become Hydaelyn. The implications of temporal magics are not entirely understood, and so we cannot assume that our Hydaelyn and the Venat you met in Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities as an all-powerful being, I'd wager that Hydaelyn possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she would share that knowledge with us, however, remains to be seen. After all, she intends for us to flee Aetherius, not to stay. Do you suppose she has abandoned her pursuit of Meteion? The Venat I know would never give up. No, but Meteion is still out there. No. Venat would never give up. All of this has been leading up to something. That's my impression too. Otherwise she wouldn't have used me as a conduit for her will, or provided clues such as the Elpis flower. I believe she has been waiting for mankind's answer to Hermes' question. Oh. Waiting for us to prove ourselves strong enough to stand on our own, So, what's the second condition? We must find a means to reach Meteion. Naturally, our chosen method will depend entirely upon whosoever she has made her nest. Wheresoever, sorry. Then communing with Hydaelyn must be by necessity come first. Did you and Master Matoya have any luck with your investigation into the Ethereal Sea? Sadly not. Though we enlisted the help of Arenvold and other Echoburst allies, we couldn't detect so much as a whisper from Hydaelyn, even from within the Anti-Tower. Master Matoya is of the opinion that in the years since abandoning it, the Forum has found some other method of receiving instructions from Hydaelyn. If so, it would most likely be some form of apparatus for observing the Ethereal Sea, built closer to home. Probably in Labyrinthos. You know, we never did fully finish exploring that area. Sorry to interrupt. We've just received word from the Forum. Your presence is required at the Rostra, where they intend to discuss the Great Exodus. And on that note... Then Father was able to persuade them. They're finally taking us seriously. Let's hear what they have to say. Oof, I have lost Alphino's voice there. Alright. This is it. Are we gonna get to finally see where we're going here? Gotta need a plan. Ah yes, politics, everyone's favorite. Okay, definitely voiced, just from the rabble here. I wonder if the Forum has met the Lupperits yet. Probably. Well.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter. We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
Okay, well I need to know what it is first.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far. Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, at their request, on the Great Exodus. You may enter.
All right. The last time I was here, things did not go too well. There's the old man who saved our ass. And Daddy still looks pissed.
On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glaciers. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzat-Han. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Sharlayan has labored these many long years.
Okay.
We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety.
Well, the time has definitely come.
Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Sharlayan citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzat-Han was foremost among these, but since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
Okay.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You're gonna leave an awful lot to die.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Okay, so the Garleans are screwed, first off.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
Yep. That is kind of a problem. Can't get to the moon, can't evacuate.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This ARK, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated.
Yeah, it's kind of been a bit of a snowball effect here.
At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
So you're trying to speed it up.
Seven hells. Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
I don't know if it's dangerous, man. You really want to let this thing locked down well before launch day, trust me. Otherwise it blows up in your face.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on 2 conditions.
Okay.
If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
Oh.
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
Yeah, one in-house.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your ARK.
Oh. They want to use it to go after Medion. That's the plan, isn't it? I mean, the moon could never do it. The moon's too freaking slow.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alfino.
Monte!
Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself. Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Well, that's one vote in our favor.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scions' terms?
Alright, come on. Come on, there we go. Come on. I guess Daddy's not gonna raise his hand. Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh.
71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it.
Yep.
Fortuno, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
That's gonna sting.
Very well.
It's like, I voted against it, now I have to show them the damn thing.
Pull this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
That's true. Medion's song is breaking through the shield more and more with every day. Oh, that was rather entertaining. Right off and now?
Sorry about not letting the rest of you in on my plan. I was admittedly thinking on my feet for the most part. But since we require both a means of communing with Hydaelyn and reaching Meteion, in the spur of the moment, I saw involving ourselves with the completion of the ARK as a way to work towards both objectives simultaneously. However, we must first keep our end of the bargain by solving the problem of the ether burner. I'd like to think it not a challenge beyond our combined expertise, or at least the expertise of our extended circle of associates. It might behoove us to learn how an ether burner actually works, before we attempt to improve it though.
Sounds like I need to call up Sid here. Oh, going underground. As instructed, I shall take you to see the ether burner. Need to be outside the Archeon. I trust you can make your own way there. Yeah, I'm sure we can. I'm guessing it's somewhere in Labyrinthos.
So, the ARK is being built in Labyrinthos. Hardly surprising. Where else could they conceal such a massive undertaking?
And this will finally get me the access to the other half of Labyrinthos so I can finish all the ether currents and do all the other fun stuff I need to do. Hello. I was not expecting there to be a vista inside the forum. Well, since I'm here, I might as well. Endwalker vistas. Guess I just need to do the correct emote. There we are. It's the lookout one, as always. Not too bad, and bonus, it's a little more XP, which is always appreciated. Not much, mind you, though. Only 84k? I need 10.5 mil to get to the next level? Oof. Ah, yes, back to good old Labyrinthos. Our destination lies in the lower levels. The Forum, in its wisdom, has granted you access to the Archeon's lift. Step inside and have Ophaline take you to the medial circuit. Oh, sweet, I finally get access to the lower levels. Much needed. Different music for this area, interesting. I have sent your associates ahead to Logiston Alpha, on the other side of Mariel Agronomics. Yes, but... Actually, there is something I have been meaning to. No, never mind. It can wait. Let us attend to the matter at hand. Interesting. And I can finally start picking up ether currents again in Labyrinthos. What am I up to on those? I think I missed one the first time I see. Yeah, I must have. There's usually 5 and 5, so I must have missed one of the earlier ones. Hello. See, I knew I must have missed one. This is still in the upper part. I've already been to this area, and I should have grabbed this one. I guess I just completely blanked on it. As for the next one, it is further to the west? Oh, to the southwest. It must be down there somewhere. Oh, poo. Can't do anything about that, man. Ah, I can actually get in here now. It's so much nicer than last time. Actually, maybe I could have gotten in here before. I just wasn't able to get past at this point, so I never even bothered trying. That's probably more likely. Oh my god, there's so many people here to talk to.
I wonder what this place is actually for.
Good question.
The further underground we go, the more surprises we find.
The fields we passed along the way brought back memories of Ferndale. Unfortunately, we were never blessed with such abundant crops.
We must be close to the central circuit, which is where Charlian's greatest secrets are held.
If the tomes I perused told the whole story, that is. Probably. On the journey here, I was filled with an inexplicable sense of elation to see vegetables other than carrots being cultivated. Lightning brought a tear to mine eye. Oh, poor RJ's already sick of carrots. Knowing the Forum, even the people working down here are probably kept in the dark about the true purpose of this place. That's quite possible.
Oh, there you are. Having words with Master Foshino by any chance?
Oh, yes.
We had to wait here while our father arranges for us to use the exit lift.
Next lift, I'm sorry.
Here, being Logiston Alpha, where the atmospheric conditions of Labyrinthos are regulated. Water is drawn from underground and dispersed as vapor, stimulating the formation of artificial clouds and rain. By manipulating the temperature and air circulation, they are able to create the ideal environment for the growth and preservation of the biological samples kept here.
It's not bad.
Hold on, how do you know so much about it? Why, father brought me here as a child, of course. What, and left me behind? Actually, you're the one who left me behind when you went off somewhere with grandfather. The night before, I'd been asking father how clouds are made, so he decided to show me. It was fascinating. I peppered him with questions the entire time.
It is all too easy to take for granted the many interweaving aspects of the natural world. To grow inured to the wondrous. Very true. But having gained an understanding of the complex mechanisms employed by the Loperids in recreating a similar environment, I have come to view such processes in a new light. The subterranean gardens of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forged to contain the ancient Zodiac, the habitations built for all mankind beneath the moon's surface, each unique, yet undeniably similar. It is no mere coincidence. For Chanel. Ever since Heidelin unfolded to us the grim fate that awaits Atheris, every essential resource we could spare has been delivered to Labyrinthos in preparation for the great exodus. But that is not all. It is also a testing ground for the technologies that will allow us to settle on distant stars. Though the Loperids have endeavored to make the moon inhabitable, it is not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, to thrive where all is barren. We're going to the stars, baby. Alas, time is not on our side. I have arranged for you all to enter the central circuit. It is there that most of our preparations for the great exodus are carried out, the construction of the ARK among them. Though our plans have been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restrictions, and will have free reign to come and go as you please. Such was the will of the Forum, after all. We will prove ourselves worthy of their trust. Your trust. Then let us proceed. And he doesn't believe it. He really doesn't. Alright. Alright, finally down to the lower levels. My freaking goodness. Been way too long. 2 of 3 to the northwest. The ether burner is being constructed not far from here. Overseeing the work is Kokul Danku, after whom the forge is named. Once the necessary introductions have been made, I shall leave you with him to discuss the particulars. This way. Well, I got new turf to explore, and that means going to find that freaking thing. And where did you go? Oh, you went to the south. So this must be the guy.
I could swap them out. No, been there, done that. Damn near lost my eyebrows. Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, masterful, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse.
Oof.
Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the ether burner conundrum.
Not seen you lot down here before.
Nope. First time.
There are archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
Sheesh! Did he just threaten us?
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the ether burner.
Aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding. Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb.
Well, that would be good.
But it ain't perfect.
Nothing's perfect.
According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient.
Oh, is that all? Just 6%?
A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loperids?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive.
True.
It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Okay, we definitely need to get Sid in here.
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
Oh. Oh!
You know of it?
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Well, that's promising.
Oi, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some in's like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it, though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the Northern Empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Maybe I could go back down to the coils of Bahamut. The whole place was literally riddled with Dalamud pieces.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need.
Wait. Ain't one of those on the frickin' moon?
According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up. It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
No, but we could. Done it before.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
Uh-huh. You want me to go and fetch the Watsits? The White Raven's ghost. It haunts me. This sounds like a job for someone else. Yeah, go on. I'm the Gopher of Light. I'll go get it. Been there, done that.
That may be for the best, though you doubtless find the task too dull for your liking.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously...
What you thinking there?
Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
Oh. Time to call up the Grand Company of Eorzea.
What's all this?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us Heavensward. This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-Sword expedition myself.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether.
The Crystal Tower?
Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists. Or enthusiasts.
Or maybe Rowena.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
True. Very true.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad.
That's true. Definitely do.
Any road, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics.
Why?
Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal.
Oh.
Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
Ooh. I wonder if that mirror that we got from Tsukiyomi is still available.
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
Ian?
It shall be done.
Oh, Serena.
I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
True. Very true.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking. And I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I don't think Charlian has any
certain
grog.
That can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Even if the one decent watering hole they do have.
Just like that.
Yep, just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
Ah, all those friends we made paying off. There you go. We'll get you your 6%. Daddy might learn to finally respect his little boy. Or he could still be the snobbish little shit we know him as. Well, that was rather entertaining.
It's times like these we're reminded of how famous, or infamous, Alphino has become. Who would have thought he could achieve so much with a single link pearl conversation? As we're expecting rather a lot of visitors in the near future, I'd best return to the surface and inform the relevant parties. I also have a contact of my own that might be worth a try.
Oh.
Oh? And who might that be?
She's not gonna tell us.
That's for me to know, and you to find out. And on that note, I leave matters here in your capable hands. Best of luck.
Best of luck indeed, and hey, some chest armor. Meanwhile, in Ul'dah. Sultana, Pippin, and the fecking Syndicate.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make. Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and Brass Blades for support as you must.
And we're playing the Coil theme too.
Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Viergeist, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Good.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Chizona's blade, clear the way. Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart.
By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it. The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
That was nice. I wonder if the skies are burning over Uldar right now. Meanwhile, in the Black Shroud. We're gonna get pep talks from everybody, huh? Oh yeah, this is right where, this is where the entrance to the coils was. Fulgrode Float, if I remember correctly. Those damn ADS nodes. Bad memories, man, bad memories. And all these dragoons and bards. Not a single tank or healer among them.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers. And an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
Or the Alamegans could march across the bridge and come help out.
Case, might I suggest taking us along?
Oh wow, the coil, we got the high-end coil theme now.
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Are our deficiencies so plain to see?
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the Scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
I'm so glad Lise gets involved. And Monago too.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
Meanwhile, again, in Querthus. Oh, is that Fortuno's? Oh man, is that Horshafat's grave?
There you are.
It is, isn't it?
We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already...
Yep. There's the shield. Paying respects. Rest in peace, Hoshafat. Sounds like the dragons are on the move.
That was a roar. A dragon's roar.
A lot of dragons' roars. It's like even Dravania is gonna come and help out. Meanwhile, yet again, in the Ruby Sea.
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honorable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid.
To go steal them from the Red Kojin. Again. Meanwhile, the Blue Kojin are properly willing to help.
Is that?
Wait, is that a Red Kojin?
Hancock? What a surprise this is.
No, that's Soroban! He's wearing more red than I'm used to seeing on him.
And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
Whoa. The Four Lords? Oh man. Oh man, it is getting crazy all up in there. Oh. But unfortunately, this is where I have to leave it for today. Man, these quests are getting longer and longer. I was only able to get through 2 today. That bites. Ah, but we're getting close. I'm almost 89. I cannot believe that. All right. If you have enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more Eorzean adventures. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.